Hi everyone, my name is Mira, and I will be reading an excerpt from my story, The Clockmaker. Thank you, Paper Lanterns, for publishing this. They dubbed the place Skyfall. It was a quaint little town stuck in another century, all cracked narrow streets and vintage ice cream parlors with bleach-blonde waitresses who called you sugar behind bubblegum smiles. Though I guess keeping up with modern times wasn't anyone's concern, the city would crumble into the abyss within a few decades. Getting sent to the edge of the world wasn't my idea of an educational experience. But one look at my mother's pinched face and the red-marked budget in her hands had me packing my bags without complaint. Your uncle was wise, she had tried for a smile. He can teach you a lot, more than I ever could. Yeah, I had my doubts. So far, all I had learned from the old man was how to deter solicitors and cook a mean rigatoni. My uncle preferred to spend his days holed up in his study, leaving me free rein of the house. As for what he did all day, well, the man painted marbles. You heard me. He had made clocks for a living, but turned to the evidently more exciting pastime of dabbing glass balls with brushes in retirement. My one consolation was the vast collection of books in his library. So in the endless gloomy days, fog always rolled out of the abyss, don't ask me how. I had the ancients as my teachers, their words reaching me across the centuries from brittle paper and sweet-smelling ink. I was sitting by the fire when a thunderous crash came from upstairs, as if the shelves made the concerted decision to collapse all at once. A sharp, smoky trail whispered through the house. Uncle? I shot to my feet, jolting the cat off my lap. Mittens gave me an injured look and cozied up to the coffee table. Don't be so dramatic. I'll give you extra tuna for dinner. I bolted out of the library, taking the steps 2 at a time up to the study. My uncle stood in the center of a soot-covered room, papers and chairs scattered around him with the blazing hearth looking towards splintered wood. His old creations, a clockwork cathedral and a fantasy grove, twitched on their sides before their gears gave out with mighty groans. I kicked kindling out of the way and seized a pitcher of water from the half-crushed desk, pouring it over the flames. A tempest couldn't break my uncle's focus from the marble in his hand. It was a striking blue with sears of green and white blending on a gleaming clear-spun spear. Pretty enough to fetch a decent price from the vacationing socialites who could afford to spend money on baubles.